Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, we are back. We are back. We are back. Normally it'd be 10:10, but I'm ready already. I got some stuff I gotta go do to get ready for I got an event tonight and an event on Sunday. So your coach is extremely busy working, getting this word out there, getting into the community, spreading us love and everything. So those of you that are in Concord, North Carolina, up by the Motor Speedway, I have told you guys a couple of times already, Nicki Minaj mom, Cora Minaj, will be dropping her foundation, the She Can Foundation, and I will be the guest speaker for that, and that's going to be this Sunday, January the 14th. You guys can catch me out there speaking. That's Concord, North Carolina, the top part of Charlotte. If you guys are available, I will be speaking with Nicki Minaj's mama, Cora Minaj. Man, yes, I mean, it is what it is. I think, that's an amazing accomplishment. I'm super excited about it. You know what I'm saying? As you can tell. Got me smiling from ear to ear. Let me tell you why, because you never know who in the building. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? We like, well, that's her mama. That's not her. I get that. But I tell you what, if you do your job when you get there, you'll find yourself in some other rooms, all right? You'll find yourself in some other rooms all by word of mouth. And that's exactly what that's how I look at every opportunity. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my job, because you never know who is going to be watching. So for Nicki Minaj's mom to even reach out and say, hey, look, I'm dropping my foundation and I want you to be a part of it, you know what I mean? That to me is already a blessing that you even considered me. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the other speakers that are out right now, for you to reach out and say, hey, I want you, that's a blessing to me. And now we gonna take that, me and my team, me and Team Street, me and the chosen family, we gonna take that and we gonna keep right on rolling with it. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? A blessing is a blessing, baby. And I already then told y'all in the month, and this year right here, 2024, baby, we going extreme. We going extreme this year. That's what we do. Every open door, we run, boom, boom. Right, and slam through it. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on my screen as you come into the room. As you come into the room, I want y'all to double tap on the screen real quick. It says your light touches everyone, coach. Just blessed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. As you come in, let me know where you're viewing me from. So go ahead and double tap on that screen. Say good morning to me. Let me know where you're viewing me from. How you doing, you boutique? Man, if you are in the New Orleans, Louisiana area, make sure y'all shop with my girl. Those bags that y'all be seeing me when I be jumping fresh, that bag that I got, they got the U and all that on it, that's where I got it from. She blessed me when I was out there in New Orleans. So thank you so much. Got me some socks and a bag. She came through toting. That's what I'm talking about. Don't come empty handed, honey. Sis came through and she came through toting gifts, and I was too ready for it. Thank you so much, man. Double tap on that screen. What up, Louisiana? What's up, what is that right there? What's up, Los Angeles, Indianapolis? How y'all doing as well? Good morning. Good morning. I love you from Tampa. I love you too. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning to you guys down here, Mississippi. What up? Cleveland, Ohio. What's up? Mobile, Alabama. What's up? California. I see y'all this morning. Puerto Rico. What's good? Buffalo, New York is checking in. More Alabama. Raleigh, Durham is checking in. Okay, Virginia's here. North Carolina. We got Philly in the building on IG. We got more Philly, man. Philly is in the building. I need this energy. I know that's right. You can have it. Understand, you can have it. I wanted to be contagious. I wanted to jump all on everybody. What's up, Houston? What up, Atlanta? What up, Brooklyn? How y'all doing, Idaho? Idaho? How y'all doing, Idaho, man? Double tap on that screen. Toledo, Canada. I see you guys tapping in. Birmingham is tapping in. Sumter, South Carolina. Indianapolis, Tennessee is here. Virginia Beach is here. Big Texas is here. Detroit is here. Double tap on that screen for me real quick. As y'all coming into the live, do me a favor real quick. What's up, Michigan? What's up, Maryland? How y'all doing? Hit that share button on the live. TikTok, hit that share button on the live. What's going on, Charleston, South Carolina? How y'all doing in Connecticut, Pittsburgh, Lake City? I see y'all Chi-Town. I see y'all Chicago, South Carolina. I see y'all in the building. Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all go ahead and tap in. PA, I see y'all. San Francisco. What's up, coach? I see you, gorgeous glow. How you doing? Double tap on my screen real quick. Your voice alone motivates. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning. Good morning. You know what is different? My daughter told me yesterday as we was walking through the mall, she said, I want to get me a Build-A-Bear with your voice in it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, it's just how I talk. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Central America, how y'all doing this morning? Double tap on that screen. Come on in the room. I definitely got something that I'm gonna talk about today. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I want to tiptoe around real quick before we get into the meat of what we need to get into, because I do realize that we are kind of early, but I want to make sure that y'all in the room. I wanted to get y'all time to get on over here. What's going on? My birthday, March the 2nd, babe. March the 2nd. What's going on in Arizona? Double tap on that screen. Let me get 5 badges up top on IG. Let me get some love shown down here. Send me some gifts down here on TikTok. How y'all doing in California? Double tap on the screen. Let's go. Philly checking in downstairs, down here. What's going on, Stormy Star? I see you. That's your son's birthday. You got a good dude. What's up, Boston? How y'all doing? Double tap on that screen. While we waiting, thank y'all so much. I see the love coming. I see the love coming. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get y'all fired up. I'm trying to get y'all fired up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap on that screen. Hit that share button. We ain't got enough shares going on. We got to get that share button. Hit that share button on the live video real quick. Tag your best friend. That's right. Tag your best friend, friend, the one that you ain't seen in a while, that normally go out with you. Go ahead and tag them in. Tell them to come on into the room real quick. If they ain't got their notifications turned on, go ahead and double tap on that screen. Tell them to come on in real quick. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate you. Double tap on that screen. What up, Jersey? What up, Jersey? Double tap on that screen. Go ahead, hit that share button. I need y'all to hit that share button. Bring in your best friend, the one you go to Sunday school with, the one you go to brunch with, the one you hit the club with. Go ahead and bring them in here. Tell them I got a word that I need for you to get. Understand that we got a lot of folk that don't mind. They don't mind going to the club with us. They don't mind hanging out with us. They don't mind doing brunch with us. But we want you to tag those folks that you want to. Can you come pray with me? Hello, can you come get this word with me? Can you come over here? Can you come grow with me? That's what I need to know. Can you come over here and do this right here? See, this is a little bit different than when you start talking this type of talk, then you'll start to see that big old circle that you had, it'll start getting a whole lot smaller. Double tap on that screen. That's right. Everybody want to do something that's fun. Everybody, yeah, but when it's time for you to work on yourself, when it's time for you to hit them knees, when it's time for you to fast, when it's time for you to pray, then all of a sudden that circle get real small. I need y'all to double tap on the screen. Let's go. Double tap. Let's go. We about to get into it. We gonna get into it. How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that love. Thank you. What we're going to be talking about, well, I'm going to start out by saying this right here. I need for you guys to understand that as we go forward into this new year, we 3 weeks in. 3 weeks into this new year, one of the things that I need for you to be mindful about is your emotional intelligence. Hello? Come on, double tap on the screen real quick. I need for you to understand that how important it is for you to take control over your emotions. I need for you to understand how important it is for you to know who you are. Understand that so that you can create a healthier response for your life. A lot of times what we do is we all know that we're going to have emotions. Everybody got emotions. There's no way that you're going to get away from that. We all got emotions, but what you cannot do is allow your emotions to control you. You cannot allow your emotions to dictate what it is that you do, how it is that you show up, and how you behave on a regular basis. We all got feelings. Understand that, but you cannot operate on a day-to-day life operating out of your feelings. You have got to be able to control your emotions. Acting out of your emotions is going to cost you every single time. What is emotional intelligence? Let's double tap. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, right? Because when I get into this message, y'all gonna understand why I started out the way that I did. When I get into this message, y'all gonna be like, oh yes, she came in real hot just now. She came in real heavy just now, because I ain't even dropped the title just yet. This right here, this is the pre-opening to what we about to dig into. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is a person that is able to manage their emotions and understand the emotions of the people that's around them. That's a note right there for somebody. I'm gonna start out with a note. I got my title coming. Don't worry about me. Hit that double tap on that building on that screen real quick though. Don't worry about what I got going. I'm gonna give you these notes. I'm gonna give you that work this morning. I've been waiting to talk about this. If you was on the live yesterday, when I was on live yesterday on them folk podcast, y'all already know that I was ready. When I got on them folk podcast, I know some of y'all was like, that's my coach right there. That's my coach right there. Watch how she turned up. Baby, I could not wait to get over here today to turn up. I could not wait to get right here today this morning. ting. That's why I'm late. I'm early like how I am. I'm about 20 minutes early. Double tap on the screen real quick. What is emotional intelligence? A person that is able to manage their emotions and understand the emotions of the people that's around them. Emotional intelligence is not that you the type of person that's taking on other folks' emotions. What they got going on in their life ain't got nothing to do with you. What they dealing with over there in their life ain't got nothing to do with you. An emergency that they got going over there in their life is not an emergency for you. A person that know what emotional intelligence is, they know how to manage their emotions, which means I know how to do what? Cut it off. Double tap on the screen. Send me some love. When you know how to control your emotions, you know exactly how much of you are willing to give to them folks in that situation. I feel for you. I'm going to pray for you. You be strong, but I will not get distracted by what you got going on. I love you. I'm going to pray for you. You be strong, but I cannot self-neglect to be able to come over there to help you do what it is that you know that you need to be doing in your life. I love you. I'm going to pray for you, but I cannot self-destruct because I'm over here trying to, I ain't going to be able to do it. You're going to have to get somebody else, baby. Hello. Double tap on the screen. When you are emotionally intelligent, you got to know you understand your emotions. You know how to control your emotions, and you also know that you can understand the emotions of other people. What they dealing with is what they dealing with. What they got going on, that's what they got going on. I'm intelligent enough to know that right there, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That right there, that don't got nothing to do with me. Thank you so much. One red, appreciate you. Let me get 3 more badges. Let me get 3 badges up top on IG. Let's just be real. Let's just be real about it. A lot of us right now, we're going through the things that we're going through right now because we lack emotional intelligence, and we take on the responsibility of everybody that's around us. We take on the responsibility and the consequences of everybody else that's around us. A lot of us right now, we're not living up to our fullest potential. Not because we're not educated, not because we don't have the right type of credentials or the right accolades. We're not living up to our fullest potential right now because we struggle with keeping our eyes on our own paper. We struggle with making ourselves a priority in our life. We struggle with cutting that cord off of grown adults. That's right. That what you say, Coach. We struggle with cutting the cord, that umbilical cord, that connection cord to other people. That's what we struggle with. We struggle with that right there. That's what we struggle with right there. Come on now. Let's just be real about it. We struggle with that. So we don't live up to our fullest potential because we're doing what? We over there, we trying to pacify grown adults. We trying to satisfy grown adults. We trying to cradle grown adults. We over there trying to rock grown adults. We over there trying to please grown adults. That's what the issue is right there. That's what the problem is. You have got to learn that there's boundaries in everything. And your boundary, people have got to respect, but the only way that they're going to respect your boundary is if you get to the place where you're respecting your boundary, where you're stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, I get it, I understand. That's a decision that you made. You got to suffer the consequence of it. That's what you decided to go and do. So whatever happens after that, you're going to have to deal with. If we step back and step away and stop trying to prevent people from having to go through the consequences of their actions, then guess what? We're going to save time. We're going to save energy. We're going to save resources. We're going to save worrying. We're going to get to a place where we're not as stressed out. Why? Because once I tell you this is what it is, if you decide to go against that, then it's all on you. No, you can't come call me to come pick you up. No, I'm not finna go outside my way. No, I'm not finna give up my hard-earned money when I done already told you not to do this, and this. We say no, but then go do yes. Okay, well, this just my opening. This just my opening. I'm trying to wait to 10:10 before I drop my live. Yeah, but that was on my mind, and I wanted to get that off before. Yeah, that's just on my mind because there's a lot of people right now. Y'all, you think it's your job to save everybody, to fix everybody, to come through for everybody, and you can't even take care of yourself the way that you need to because you done dedicated all your time, energy, and effort to making sure somebody else is okay, somebody else got it, and then when it's time for them to be able to reciprocate it, for them to be able to give it back back to you to give you the same love and the same support and the same attention and everything that you done gave them. Everybody got nothing but excuses to pass back to you. You get one excuse after another. Everybody got I'm going to try to do it and maybe I can fit that in my schedule and I don't know. Well, let me get back to it when it got something to do with you. But then as soon as somebody put up something that they need, you the first one to volunteer. You the first one to go all outside your way. You going to have to step back and step away, baby. That's right. In 2024, we going to have to rewind this back a little bit. You going to have to let somebody else be first for a time. Let's give somebody else a chance to be first. Give somebody else a chance to go out and do it. Give somebody else a chance to volunteer. Hello, somebody. You feeling tired and you feel wore out because you always volunteering. Stop volunteering for everybody. Let everybody else step up and do a little bit of something. Ain't no way in the world y'all over there running yourself in the ground for people. And it'll be one thing if you are going over here and going outside of your way for people that appreciate you. Now, y'all know that right there be the part. It's one thing when you give into somebody that appreciate what it is that you give and you doing for somebody that appreciates what it is that you're doing for them, you would do it for them all day long because that appreciation, that love that they show you, you know what I'm saying, for what it is that you done for them, it makes you want to give to them. It makes you want to do for them. It makes you want to come through for them because of what it is that they give. You would give all day long because they so appreciative, and that appreciation that replenishes you, that fills you back up, right? Because it's like, yo, I love when I'm doing things for you because you're so appreciative. And you know what I mean? I love the way that you respond to that versus when you're doing something for somebody, then after you get finished doing it, they act like they didn't forgot. You go over there and go outside your way and you make this happen for them, and then they forget that you made it happen for them. You then went through all these different things with them, and then they forget that you went through all these different things for them. Like, how quickly you forget. Yeah, come on now. Let's just be real. Yeah, y'all know. They be quick. They be forget. They be so quick to forget. They be so quick to forget. They be so quick to forget. And one of the things I want you to understand about your life out here is this, right? I told you guys before, they say, coach, how do you stay upbeat? How do you stay in the game? How do you stay focused? And I told y'all that self-care is what keeps your fire burning, right? Y'all remember I told y'all that. I told y'all that about a year ago. I said, y'all asked me, y'all were asking the question, and y'all were like, well, how is it that you keep your fire burning? And I said, you keep your fire burning by great self-care, by taking care of yourself, right? When you're taking care of yourself and you're following through with your morning routines, you're putting yourself in environments that you can grow in, environments that feel safe, that feel calming for you, so that you can think clearly, so that you can take care of yourself the way that you need to. That's what keeps your fire burning. That's what keeps you fueled. That's what keeps you in the game. The moment that you start self-neglecting, then guess what's going to happen? That fire is going to start going out. The moment that you start putting yourself on the back burner, that fire is going to start going out. The moment that you stop showing up to things that you know that you need to be in order for you to get the information that you need so that you can continue to grow, you can continue to evolve, so that you can continue to push yourself to that next level in life. The moment that you start detaching yourself from that, then you got to understand that your fire is slowly going out. Some of y'all then started with this big old fire. You got this big old ball of flame over there, right? You fired up and you ready to go. You fresh into everything that you doing. You ready to work on yourself. You ready to just, oh yeah, this is a brand new year. I got my goals set. I got my boundaries set, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you fired up for the first month of the year. You fired up and you ready to go. You in every seminar, every webinar. You done did 5 different vision boards. You done got signed up for every available group, and you doing all of these things. You're fired up and you're ready to go. But the problem comes in is that, can you maintain that fire? My topic this morning, because they almost at 100K down here. They almost at 100K. They at right now they at 82.6. My topic this morning is, your fire going out. Yeah, put it in the comment section real quick. What your fire going out? I just need you to drop your fire going out. Somebody need to be warned that we 3 weeks in and your fire is already looking a little bit dim, sis. Okay. Well, I probably should have waited a little bit. What I'm saying is that we're 3 weeks in. We're only 3 weeks in. Why your fire looking like how it's looking? Why your fire looking how it's looking? And we only 3 weeks into this new year. I thought that when you said when we came into this new year that you was all on board and we was ready to go. go, and that we was all fired up and we was going extreme, and that we was cutting folks off, we was establishing boundaries, and we were doing all these things. And here we are 3 weeks in, and your fire is already looking a little low. Your fire is already looking a little, your fire done got down to the yellow part. We don't even see the red flames up top no more. Hello, double tap on the screen real quick. And some of y'all fire is not on fire the way that it was on January the 1st, and we ain't even all the way into it the way that we need to be into it. But your fire is already looking a little low. Your fire looking like it's about to go out. And why do you say that, coach? Because some of y'all are still having the same complaints that you had in 2023. Some of y'all are still having the same struggles that you had in 2023. Some of y'all are still struggling to cut off some of them same folk that you said that you was going to leave in 2023. Some of y'all are still going back and forth with those same friendships that are really not friendships, that you know ain't got, you know them folk don't rock with you like that. You know that they are not into you like how you into them. You know that they'll never love you like how you love them, but you still got that connection to them, and you were supposed to leave that in 2023. I need for you to understand that your fire is going out. Your fire going out. Your fire going out. Your fire is going out because you're not fueling that fire. Your fire is going out because you're not pouring wood on that fire. Your fire is going out because you're not putting dry paper on that fire. You don't have any lighter fluid on that fire. And what we got to do, there you go, we got to reignite that fire. So that's why we're here today. Right here today, I'm here to give you that reminder. I'm here today to give you that extra boost. I'm here today, and I bought some extra fluid to get you back going, because some of y'all got sidetracked. Some of y'all got distracted. Some of y'all got wrapped up in your emotions. Some of y'all are letting the love that you have for people, the relationships that you have with people, the loyalty that you have with people, you're allowing those things to put your fire out. Your fire is going out because you're not feeding that fire. If you don't throw wood on the fire is going to what? Naturally go out. No fire is going to continue to burn if it doesn't have anything to feed on. If the fire is in a pit and the coals are all white, then guess what? Eventually that fire is going to go out. You're going to have to add more coal. You're going to have to pour on some more lighting fluid. That's the same way it is in your day-to-day life. It's important that you feed you. You got to give yourself those 3 wins. Mentally, physically, spiritually. You owe that to yourself every single day. You got to make positive deposits inside of your life. You got to stay connected to the right type of people. You got to be in the right type of room. You want to be surrounded by people that you can learn from, surrounded by people that's willing to pray, that's willing to fast, that's willing to touch and agree with you to get you to that level that you're trying to get to. But you won't get there if you're still distracted by what you were supposed to be cutting off. What you saying, you holding on to what's hurting you. Come on. The topic that we're talking about is your fire is going out. Your fire, yeah. Some of y'all need to check that fire. Yeah, you didn't got real. We ain't even all the way in, and you didn't start to settle in already. We fresh into this new year, and you didn't try to settle in already. You didn't try to find you a comfortable spot over in there already. You didn't already say, well, you know what? I ain't got to do this and I ain't got to do that because I got that in the bag. No, if you didn't mastered it already, if you didn't master praying already, pray a little bit longer. Yeah. If you got that down pat, then it's something else. If you've been reading 2 chapters and that's easy breezy for you, start reading 3. You should always be what? Leveling up. That's right. Always leveling up. Anytime that you feel like you've gotten to that place in your life where you didn't hit that plateau, all you got to do is kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. That right there, that's a note right there for some folks. You can write that in red ink. What you say when you feel like you at that plateau, when you feel like you got it all together, when you feel like it's easy breezy for you, in that moment right there, you better kick it up a notch. You better kick it up a notch. That's a red ink pen note for somebody right there. You better better kick it up a notch. Want me to tell you why? Because it's always the calm before the storm. It's looking real calm in your life right now. But you got to understand that a casual life is full of casualties, right? Ain't that what I told you? So if you over there and you just coasting by, if you over there and you just relaxing, if you over there and ain't nothing happening, you got that straight line, baby, you better get worried. You better get worried because you should always have something going on. There should always be some growth. There should always be some advancement in your life. Even if it got to be you pushing you to that next level. You should make folk ask you, well, dang, everything going right for you right now. Your bank account look good. Your house look good. You're driving good. You're spiritually stable. Everything. Why you still grinding like how you grinded if you got everything that you need? You got to have folk out there asking you those questions so that you can give them the response. Baby, even though I got it, I want to make sure I can keep it. I want to make sure I can maintain it. It ain't all about just getting it. I don't want to mishandle and I don't want to misuse nothing that God sent me. Hello, double tap on my screen. What's note number one? Note number one is that you got to feed your fire to keep it going. In order for your fire to continue to burn, you got to continuously be adding to that fire. A casual life is full of casualties. You don't get what you want and then all of a sudden get relaxed. Yeah, okay. Let me tell you something. You don't get what you want, then all of a sudden just get relaxed. I'm because y'all gonna make me go down. I'm going there. I'm almost in it. You don't get what you want, and then all of a sudden get relaxed. What you trying to tell me, coach? A lot of times you get that blessing, and after you get your blessing, then you feel like that's it. You get what it is that you've been crying for, what you've been begging for. You get over there, you get it, and you think that that's it. You don't even know what you're gonna feed it. You don't know how to take care of it. You don't know what to pour into it. You don't know how to wash it. You don't know how to keep it clean. You got to understand that after you get your blessing, you also need to know, what do I need to do to be able to maintain it? What is it that I need to do to be able to keep it? How can I keep this fire burning? How can I keep this business going? How can I keep this brand as the top brand? How can I stay on top of my toes? How can I stay in a position in life where my energy is always up, my vibration is always up, where I always got a smile on my face no matter what? How can I stay in a position in my life where I know and I trust and believe that no matter what's happening, that I'm good? The only way that you stay that way is by continuously making positive deposits in your life. Even when things are going good, you still show up with the same grit, the same grind, the same passion. You still go into that situation. Baby, I'm still grinding like I'm struggling. But you got folks over there. Let me get some love up top on IG. Let me get 5 badges on IG. What you say, coach? You gotta show up in your life. When you talking about your life, you gotta be passionate about your life. When you talking about your life, you gotta be aggressive about your life. When you talking about your life, you gotta show up and you gotta be extremely serious about your life. You gotta be relentless about your life. When you show up in your life, you gotta show up and you gotta be grinding in your life like I ain't even got it. I'm showing up like I ain't even got it. Wait a minute, you've been doing this for X amount of years and you still pray like that? You've been doing this X amount of years and you still have a daily fasting like that? You've been doing this for X amount of years and you mean to tell me that even though you've been doing it for years, you still showing up that way? You don't get into a position, then forget how you got into that position. That's not how it works, because the moment that you detach from your source, that's when your fire start to dim, and a lot of your fire is going out because you done got a little bit too relaxed in your life. You done took too many breaks. You done had to reset too many times, and what's then happened is you had this big blaze in the very beginning. You were all fired up in the beginning. You was all ready to go in the very beginning, and now what's happening is the coals then turn white. The coals is good and white right now. There's no flame. There's just heat. Come on. Come on now. Talking about. She said, I feel so called out. Say ouch and send a gift. Say ouch and send a gift. Let's just be real. Yeah, some of y'all, you ain't got no flame. You just got heat right now. You ain't got no flame. You just got heat. You just got heat. We know that there was some fire there. We see some smoke coming up off of it, but the flames ain't flaming the way that they was flaming before. Some of your flame ain't flaming the way that it was flaming before. And the reason why your flame ain't flaming the way that it's supposed to be flaming is because of the fact that you're not not feeding you on the regular basis. You're not practicing great self-care. You're not pouring into yourself. You're not taking you seriously. You're not showing up in respecting your boundaries the way that you said that you were. You're creating a boundary and allowing people to walk all over your boundaries. You're creating boundaries and you're allowing them to step right slam across your boundaries. You're creating boundaries and you saying what you gonna do and how you gonna do it, but you ain't done none of it. Hello, somebody. Can we be real? We just gonna be real quick. I want you to understand this. We just fresh in. We just fresh in. And if you're going to get extreme, if you're going to get big, if you're going to get these things accomplished that you set over there and put on that beautiful vision board, it's going to require for you to be able to keep that fire burning. You're going to have to show up different. You're going to have to be dedicated. You're going to have to be loyal, not to other folk, but loyal to yourself. You owe this to you to be the very best version of you that you can possibly be. And every single time that you put you on the back burner, you dimming your flyer. Every time you go over there and you put somebody ahead of you, you're dimming your fire. You are the reason why your fire is going out. Your fire is going out because you're wrapped up in your emotions, baby. You got to get up out of them. You care more about people than you care about you. You're going to have to let go of that. You're more concerned about what they got going on and if they going to be okay than you are about you. And your mission. And your goal. And your well-being. You got to understand that this ain't a group project. You owe this to yourself to be committed to you. To take care of you, to show up for you. You got your fire going out because of you. And then once you get over there, you done did all the fasting and now, this gonna really get you right here because I'm about to slide into note number 2. But hold on. The thing about it is this right here. You'll start out real fiery. You'll start out on fire. Your fire burning all bright and everything. You got your vision board done. You got your boundaries set. You done made 1,000 posts on Facebook all through December talking about how you was gonna behave in this new year, and you just ready to go, and you ain't about to let nothing or nobody stop you, and you on board, and your fire is busting all out the place. Right? Your fire is everywhere, baby. You looking like a forest flame over there right now. You are all fired up and ready to go. So you've been going to prayer. You've been doing your fasting. You've been going to your support groups. You've been going to your therapy sessions. You've been going to your coaching sessions. You've been all in with everything that you got going on. And then all of a sudden, when it was time for you to show up, then what you did, you got tired. Oh, I'm just tired. And I'm just tired right now because I thought that, when the first came in, I was going to get that door open. I thought when the first came in that I was gonna get that opportunity, and it just feel like it's never happening for me. It just feel like my time ain't coming, and I just feel like I've been on this journey for so long, and why the Lord ain't blessed me yet, why he ain't opened that door for me yet, why he ain't did this for me yet. And you get to sitting and soaking and sinking and all of your whining and all your complaining and everything. But one thing that you got to understand, which is note number 2, is this right here. Y'all ready for note number 2? Go ahead and send me some love. Send me some love real quick. Because when I drop it, I don't want nobody to get offended. But it's going to be what it's going to be. I got to drop note number 2. If you ready, put in my comment section. Oh, coach, we ready. Yeah, double tap on the screen. Let me get some love, IG. How y'all doing? Thank you, Dimples. Thank you, IG Queen. I see the love coming. Appreciate the gifts down at the bottom. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Boss Lady 82. Appreciate you. I want to go to note number 2 because see, some of y'all doing all that whining and all that complaining and sitting and soaking, and you trying to figure out why he ain't done it for me, why my time ain't come, why my door ain't open. I'm doing just as much as them. I got this and I got that. You doing all of that, right? But one thing that you got to understand, which is note number 2, is God ain't concerned with your temper tantrum. That's it. Cause I just want you to know, he ain't moved by it. That's just it. That's it. And that's probably what some preachers is not gonna get in the pulpit and tell you, but I'm gonna tell you right here today. Friends say, ouch. I just want, go ahead, pick your toes up, pull your toes back. That's right. Pick some of y'all, whoever threw your phone, go pick it up real quick. Throw a shoe and throw a wig the next time, cause I need you to hold on to your phone. I got more notes. Some of y'all have more temper tantrums than the children. Some of y'all do more crying and whining about your life than kids do. The kid, y'all do what y'all gonna do all the crime. What the children gonna do? I mean, let's just be real about it. Y'all got more excuses for why y'all are the way that y'all are than kids when they crying. Y'all got more excuses for why you can't heal. You got more excuses for why you can't grow. You got more excuses for why you still in that stuck, stagnant state. And all you do is make excuse after excuse. All you do is whine and complain. All you do is throw a temper tantrum. You so mad at God. You so mad at this and you so mad at that. And the church is this and the church is that. And you just don't believe nothing no more because you didn't seen this and you didn't seen that. So here you are whining and crying and getting up mad and getting upset with everybody that's around you and holding everybody but you accountable for your life. Holding everybody but you accountable for your growth and your development. Holding everybody but you accountable for the way that you feel in this moment. Holding everybody but you, even though you are very much aware at this moment of what went on. You know exactly what's going on. You know how to fast. You know how to pray. You know how to read. You know what the support groups are. You know how to get in the webinars, seminars, and go back to church. You know all of these things. But instead of you getting up and getting active in your life to rebuild your fire, instead of you taking an action step to do what you need to do to get back into position so that you can win, you'll rather sit and cry and whine and act like God owe you something. So you just gonna have your whole temper tantrum, and you think that he's supposed to respond to your temper tantrum because you mad. You real mad. You real mad. You big mad today because why you did this. You big mad today because why that. As if you don't know that life gon' life. Let's just be real. Can we be real for a second? As if you don't know that life gon' life. Understand that as if you don't know that life is going to life, and no matter what, you're going to experience some hardship. No matter how good you are, you're going to experience a trial or tribulation. No matter how much praying that you do, no matter how much fasting that you do, how much alignment that you're in, no matter what, you are not exempt for trial. You're not exempt for tribulations. You're not exempt from being in a situation where you're in a dark hour or in the wilderness. He never said that you weren't going to go through some things in life. You're not exempt because you a prayer. You're not exempt because you know the word front to back and you can quote scriptures at the drop of the dime. You're not exempt because of that. You still gonna have issues. You're still gonna go through some things. You still gonna bury some people that you love. You still gonna have some folk walk out on you. You still gonna have some people betray you. You still gonna have some people back talk you. You still gonna have somebody discredit you and slander you and talk about you like you a dog. You still gonna have somebody do those things. You are not exempt from life. Life is going to life no matter what. But what you are responsible for is keeping that fire burning. And it's a lot of y'all whose fire is going out because you are so wrapped up in your emotions. You're so wrapped up in your betrayal. You're so wrapped up in your letdown. You're so wrapped up in people pleasing. You're so wrapped up in your self-doubt. You're so wrapped up in your insecurities. And you got to understand that until you untangle yourself from that, you will never get that fire to burn the way that it needs to burn. You are putting out your own fire because of self-neglect. Come on. Come on. Send me some love. Send me some love. Thank you, Crystal. Send me some love. Some of y'all feel way too entitled. Some of y'all feel way too entitled. You feel like it should just happen. If it just happened for me, I should be able to get it. I shouldn't have to work this hard. I shouldn't have to go through this. I shouldn't have to go through that. Like, no. Nobody's exempt. In order to keep your fire burning, you have got to make sure that you're feeding your fire. In order for you to keep your fire flamed up, you're responsible for making sure that what you're constantly feeding your fire, that you're putting the wood on your fire, that you're adding that dry paper to your fire. You have got to make sure that you're doing the necessary requirements to keep that fire going. But you won't do that. Why? You won't do that because it's an inconvenience. Double tap. Let me get some badges up on IG. I see the gifts coming through. I see y'all loving me, man. Y'all almost at 200K down here. Y'all almost at 200K TikTok. Appreciate y'all. There we go. Thank you, Mika. Because of inconvenience. You don't want to be inconvenienced. I don't want to be inconvenienced. And if I do that, then that's going to require too much out of me. That's right. If I make this decision, even though I know it's the right decision, that's going to require too much out of me. And I won't. Yeah, go ahead and say, "Ouch." It's a lot of y'all right now that know for a fact that the situation that you're in, you're not supposed to be in that situation. What you're going through right now. You know that you have the power to get up out of whatever it is that you're going through right now, but you're choosing to stay right there because you don't want to be inconvenienced. The reason why you still in that relationship, even though that relationship ain't relationshiping, is because you don't want to start over. You don't want to be inconvenienced. You living in that house with that individual and they paying half of the bills. And if you walk away, even though they talk to you crazy, even though they treat you bad, even though they walk all over you, even though they do all of those things, you stay right there because if you were to walk out, if you would leave that situation, then it's going to be an inconvenience. And coach, you don't know, I'm going to have to get another job. And coach, you don't know, I'm going to have to do this and I'm going to have to do that. So a lot of y'all don't do what's right because you want to do what's convenient. Note number 3 is that right there, baby. I'm sliding them right on in there. What you say, note number 3 is you won't do what's right because you want to do what's convenient. And when every time you do what's convenient, you're not looking at the impact that it's having on your life. You're not looking at the damage that it's doing to your life. You're not looking at what it's really costing you. A lot of you don't have peace in your life because you're operating out of convenience. A lot of you don't have joy in your life because you're operating out of convenience. A lot of you are not living up to your fullest potential because you're operating out of convenience. You would much rather do what's convenient than to do what's right. Then you're wondering why your fire ain't burning. Yeah, you. Then come on now, let's be real. Then that's note number 3. You not living up to your fullest potential, not because of other people, but because you will much rather do what's convenient than to do what's right. You know what's right for you. You know the decisions that you got to make. You know how you got to move in your life, but you know the work that is also going to be required if you do that. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to go for easy. You want to get up out of there because, coach, if I go that route right there, it's going to cost me a little bit. I'm going to have to do a little bit more than what I'm doing right now. It's going to require something of me that I'm not sure that I'm ready to give up right now. And I want you to understand that you're self-sabotaging because of you. You are self-destructing because of you. You don't have that peace that you deserve to have in your life. And it's not because of somebody else. It's because of you being wrapped up. And then some of y'all are hit this one right here. Are y'all ready for it? Oh, because I still love them. I love them and I don't know if I can leave them. Baby, you better learn how to love folk and still leave them. I can love you and don't see past you, but I can still leave you if you are not treating me the way that I deserve to be treated. I can love you and want to be there with you, but if I see for a fact that love is not being reciprocated, then guess what? 2-finger swinging, I can get up out of there. You have got to stop staying in situations because of convenience. A lot of y'all want to do what's convenient, not what's right. And that's the reason why your fire is burning at the level that it's burning. Some of y'all fire is down at the yellow. Some of y'all fire then got to the point where it ain't even fire no more. It's just white coal and a little bit of steam. You are only got a steam at this point. Here we are fresh into the new year and you was all at a blaze. You was all ready to go. You got the best vision board in the land and you got all the goals set. You ready to go for everything. And then here we are almost at a 3-week and your flame ain't burning the way that it need to be burning. Oh, because you mad. Because you in your feelings. Oh, because wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't know I was going to have to give up that. I didn't know that I was going to have to put in that type of work. Like, I knew that I was going to have, anything that you want out of life, you got to be prepared to start working for it. Anything that you want out of life, you got to be prepared to put in some time, to put in some work. Understand that you're going to have some type of sacrifice in your life. You got to give up something in order for you to get something. Remember what I told you? You can't have more without having more of one, without having more of the other. That's right. Where much is given, much is required. So if you want to grow, if you want to heal, if you want to develop in life, it's going to require something from you that you never did before. You're going to have to become a person that you've never been before. You're going to have to create a workplace that I've never been this type of worker. I've never been this type of thinker. I've never been this type of person that show up like this. You got to start showing yourself a different version of you. That's what you got to do because you got to show it to you first. But you'll rather do, friends, say that's confirmation. Like it's a fact. A lot of times we only do what is convenient for us. If it's convenient, then we all on board, even though we know it's not right. And what I'm about to say, I want you to understand that I mean this. Ain't no skipping steps. When you're talking about your spiritual journey, when you're talking about your healing journey, when you're talking about going to the next level in life, baby, there is no skipping steps. There's no shortcuts. There's no way to finesse. There's no way to finagle. There's no way to cut corners. And I know some of y'all think that y'all the smartest in the game and that y'all can do it but how nobody else can. And I can get up here and I can make it happen. And I can get up here and I can do this and I can do that. And that goes back to what I just said. And that means you get up there and you get that door open. But once that door open, you don't know what to do. You get up there and you get that blessing. And when you get that blessing, you don't know what to do. You get up there and you get that opportunity that you done finessed your way up to, that you done cut corners and did all of that to get into that position. And when you get into that position, then what happened? You get up there and you don't know what to do next. You get up there and you do what? You look at the thing that you begged for, that you cried for, that you prayed for, that you fasted for, that thing that we were calling a blessing. Now you're looking at it as if it's a curse. You're looking at it like, well, what am I supposed to do? And you want to blame God. You want to blame God for everything that's happening, even though you know for a fact that you was the one that was trying to skip steps. You were the one that was trying to cut corners. He was over there saying, well, I wanted you to wait. I wanted you to pray. I wanted you to fast. I wanted you to put in this type of time, but you couldn't wait on me. You wanted to get ahead of me. You wanted to find another way to do it. You wanted to go against what I was teaching you. And you seen where the world was making it look so glorious. And they told you that you had this and you had that. And you went running after them. And I was over here telling you slow and steady. I was over here telling you that I got some more work for you to do. That I was over here telling you that there's a stage that you have to go through before you receive that. But you decided to follow people, not me. You decided to please people, not me. You was more concerned with your relationship with them than you were with the relationship with me. And now that you done got what it was that you wanted, now you over there mad. And you want me to be moved by your temper tantrum. Now you over there crying and sitting and soaking, and you want me to swoop in and save the day. Now you want me to come over there after I had already gave you red flag after red flag after red flag, after I already showed you over and over and over why you shouldn't do it. You go and do it anyway, and now here you go. Oh, well, God coming. Oh, but I thought you had it, bruh. I thought you had it. It's no cutting corners with this. There's no finessing with this. Ain't no way around this. You can't bamboozle this. You can't hoodwink this. You got to understand, no, number one, what? The topic that we're talking about is your fire going out. Your fire going out. Why your fire going out? No, number one, it's because you're not feeding it. In order for you to keep your fire burning, you got to add to your fire. You have to make sure that you're reading, make sure that you're fasting, make sure that you're praying, make sure that you're staying connected to your sources, making sure that you're in the right environments and connected to folk that you can grow from, that you can learn from, that's pushing you to your next level in life. No, number two, was God ain't concerned with your doggone temper tantrums. You can't go out here and do everything that you want to do and then think that he's supposed to swoop in and just save you after you done went against everything that he done taught you because you wanted what was convenient and not what was right. I'm showing you what's right. You looking at what's convenient. You run over there and get your convenient blessing. Now you don't know what to do with it. And you want me to come fix it. I just want y'all to put in my chat, even if it's you, even if you guilty of it, do me a favor and just put the audacity. Just put audacity in my comment section. Because when you say it out loud and you say it like that, in your mind, you got to be thinking like I'm thinking like, ooh, the audacity, baby. The audacity of some of us. He'll be sitting right there and gave you the whole blueprint, the whole plan of this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. If you want to be successful in life, then sat right there and showed you one red flag after another red flag. And you still went right over there and did exactly what you wanted to do. They showed you countless times and gave you all the answers in the world. And just because it wasn't the answer that you wanted, you ignored it. Just because it wasn't the response that you wanted, you ignored it. Just because he wasn't giving you what you wanted in that time, then you ignored it. Why? Because I want mine right now. I want you to give it to me right now. And if I can't have it right now, then I'm going to cut me some corners. If I can't get it right now, then I'm going to try to bamboozle my way. I'm going to try to be, sneak my way here and sneak my way there. And then you get right on over there and you get all of that. And once you get there, what you do, you mishandle it, you misuse it, you get over there and you destroy it, you get over there and you don't know what to do. You self-sabotage because of you, because you would much rather do what is convenient and not what's right. And when it's you're doing something that is right, the reason why most people don't want to do what's right is because they don't want the responsibility. They don't do what's right because they are running from the work that is going to be required. They're running from doing the right thing because they don't want the responsibility of having to become something different, having to do something different, having to learn something different. You don't want the responsibility of doing what's right. So you will run to what's convenient, not understanding that going what's convenient is only going to be a temporary thing. Come on, let's just be real. We're going to go over there. We're going to get it for right now. You're going to be happy for right now. You're going to have joy right now. You're going to go through your emotions right now. And then in due time, when that crash, then what? Yeah, when that crashed, then what? Then we back at square one. When we crashed, then what? We starting all the way over. When we crashed, then what? We done had wasted time, wasted energy, wasted effort, and wasted resources. Why? Because we did it all the wrong way from the very beginning. Our intentions from the very beginning was already not the right way. Our foundation was already unstable in the very beginning. So as soon as a little bit of wind come, as soon as a little bit of rain come, as soon as things get a little bit shaky, then guess what? Them walls coming down. All of a sudden, the floor coming up. All of a sudden, you got issues all the way around the board. Why? Because you didn't do what was right, because you wanted it right now. You didn't want to go through what we would call that preparation stage. You didn't want to have to be tested. You didn't want to have to be tried. You didn't want to have to be in the wilderness, not understanding that you can't skip steps. If you want something, you have got to be willing to put in that time, put in that energy, put in that effort in order to be able to obtain it. Note number 4. Are y'all ready for note number 4? Are y'all ready for note number 4? Double tap on the screen I see down here on TikTok. We at 239.7K. Double tap on that screen. We almost at 300K. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get 5 badges up top on IG. Let me get 5 badges real quick. I'm about to go to note number 4. We going to note number 4. We about to go to note number 4. Come on, double tap on that screen, because see, some of y'all gonna get angry, but I just told you, you be in a hurry to get that blessing. You be in a hurry to get the opportunity. You be in a hurry to get the open door. You be in a hurry to get these things from people, so much so you be in such a big hurry. You start working with any and everybody. You start connecting yourself with any and everybody. You be over there so hungry that you over there eating off of everybody's plate. You be so hungry and so thirsty for an opportunity that you just over there dealing with any old body, even though you know that they snakes. Well, I'm just gonna trust them to see if I can get them here. I know, but you know that already. And the snake gonna be a snake. I know that they a liar. That's why I don't believe nothing they say. I just take them at face value. But if you know a liar gonna lie, then why you want to be connected to a liar? I know they low down and I know they dirty. I know that they are cheat. I know they narcissistic. I know that they're toxic. I just deal with them from a distance. Then why do you deal with them at all? If you know all of these things, why in the world would you stay connected to folk that you already know don't mean you no good? Setting yourself up to be hurt, setting yourself up for failure in the very beginning, when all you got to do is detach and disassociate all the way together, all because you thirsty. It's just convenient. I don't want them. I want their gifts. Come on, that right. That right there. That right there. Pick your phones up. Hold up, Gorgeous Glow. What's going on? Mama's podcast. I see you, Shelly, tapping in. What'd you say, Coach? Some of y'all thought that was cute. Some of y'all caught that. Some of y'all didn't. I see you, Kira say, woo. I don't want them. I just want their gifts though. I know that they're a bad person, but they have some good characteristics. It's some good parts about them. It's some things. So when you say stuff like that and you think that it sound good, you think that it's okay, you think that that's all right, and I want you to understand in that your intentions is still wrong. Your intentions is still wrong. I want your gifts. I don't want you. You're trying to put yourself in a position where you're using an individual, where you're taking advantage of an individual. When I don't want you, I don't want nothing from you, all the way together. Because when you put yourself in that situation, now you're confusing a person, and the enemy is the author of confusion. Now you're in that situation situation where one minute you like me and the next minute you don't. When I'm giving to you, you like me, and then the next minute you don't. And I need for you to understand that that's not the way to be. You're looking at them and you like what they provide, but you don't like them. You like their gifts, but you don't like them. You like their knowledge, but you don't like them. You like what they bring to the table, but you don't like them. So you stay connected to them so that you can reap the benefits of them. And then when they want to require something from you, you want to pull back. Oh, okay, well, I'm going on. I just want, I was already out there because I had said that and I knew that. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Yeah, because I don't know. I just had to put it out there because I was already too far out there. So I just put it out there. Friends said, ooh, ouch, how embarrassing. I mean, I was already too far out there. I had already let that come out. So it was no way I couldn't finish it because then it would have been incomplete. And I don't like incomplete. And that's how some of y'all operate. And I know that, that's a little bit different, but I got to hold you accountable as well. So for those of you that think it's okay to stay connected to people because they paying all the bills, and stay connected to these people because you feel like, they have what I want and they have what I need, then you're just as bad as that person. You're just as bad as that individual because you are now a user and an abuser. You want them, but you want their gifts. You want what it is that they bring, but you don't want them. How misleading. How misleading. How dare you? It's the audacity. And the truth of the matter is that's how we do God as well. That's how we do our relationship with God. I want the things that you're going to give me, but I don't want that relationship. I want you to be able to bless me, but I don't want that relationship. I want you to open this door for me, but I don't want that relationship. I want you to come and make all these ways. I want you to heal my body. I want you to change the mind of the judge. I want you to guide the surgeon's hands. I want you to do all of these things, but guess what? I want the responsibility of that relationship. And I know that I got some mothers right now that just jumped up out of their bed. I know when I say mothers, I'm talking about church mothers that just jumped up out their bed and you running up and down your hallway. Get a run in for me real quick, sis. Get a run in for me real quick, because that right there, that's what was needed to be said. See, we want all the benefits of Christ, and every time something goes wrong, then that's the first person that we call. But then I don't believe, and I don't know about this, and I don't know about that, and I don't trust this, and I don't trust that. You want to bash every time I turn around, you bashing Christ, you're bashing church, you're bashing this, and you're bashing that, and you don't believe nothing until something happens. And then when something happens, then everybody is on board. Then when something happened, everybody want to join hands and pray. When something happened, you want to call the pastor. When something happened, you want to go before let's go before the Lord in prayer. But the whole entire time where you could have that relationship with him, you don't want that relationship because you don't want the responsibilities of behaving like somebody with some sense. Okay, I'm going to my next note. I'm going to my next note. I just want to say the audacity of a lot of people. You'll get out here, you'll get out here and you want all of these different things. And then when you go and cut corners and you go out here and you try to finesse and bamboozle, then you want to have an adult temper tantrum and act like it's God's responsibility to come and protect you from a situation that you put yourself in. That is God's job and his responsibility to come and pick you up out of a situation that you're in, but it's self-inflicted. That's something that you created. You knew better and still did it. You knew better and still decided that I'm going to do this anyway because you are operating out of convenience and not operating out of what was right. Note number 4 is this right here. God's time is not our time. You got to understand that God's time is not our time. And there's always, y'all ready? Because it's kind of long. There's always a preparation before the promise. I'm going to stand up for a second. What you say, coach? Because that right there, that's the part. That's the part right there. That's the part right there. I said that God's time is not our time, and there's always a preparation before the promise. There's always a preparation before the promise. That's the part that you got to really let sit with you for a second. Can you sit in that for a minute? There's always a preparation before the promise. And one of the things that I always teach my people is a preparation stage, a stage where you're going through things in life that you really don't understand. Why am I here? I don't know why I'm going through this. I don't know what's happening in my life right now. And I always tell them preparation. When you're in that stage of your life, what you got to do is continue to fast, continue to pray, continue to read, continue to work on yourself, show up and do it 10 times more. If you were reading 2 chapters, read 4. If you was praying for one time a day, pray 3 times a day. If you were up and you were doing your morning routine, do your morning routine in the middle of the day and do it at night. If you're in a preparation stage, stage, that means that you're setting yourself up because a battle is on the way, a game is on the way. You don't have nobody that plays sports that go out there on the field or go out there in the court on the court that don't go through a preparation stage where they over there lifting weight, where they're building their endurance, where they over there running track, and they doing everything else to build up that stamina. When you in that position in your life, you got to look at it like a preparation stage. When I hit that part of my life, oh, I got to go harder. People looking at me funny, I got to go harder. People judging, I got to go harder. Why in the world you praying like this? Why you fasting like this? Why you reading like this? Why you didn't put yourself into isolation like this? Why are you over there acting the way you acting? Because I'm in preparation. It's a preparation before the promise. I can't get what I want if I'm distracted by you. I can't get what I want coming over there helping you. I can't get what I want having all my emotions, my time, my energy, and effort tied up into other folk. I gotta isolate myself. I gotta focus on myself. I gotta pour into myself. There's always a preparation before the promise. Because if you get the promise before you prepare for it, what did I just tell you? You'll misuse it. You'll mishandle it. You'll lose it. You don't, when you're having a baby, you prepare for that. As soon as you find out you're pregnant, right after that first trimester, you start buying Pampers, socks, and t-shirts. You have a baby shower. They even have a gender reveal. Bring everything that you need for the baby. So when you give birth, it's not a lot of weight on the mother. Give her the things that she needs now so it's not a lot of weight on the mother. She can take time to heal up the way she needs to. So she can take the time to be able to bond with the baby the way that she needs to take care of the baby the way that she needs to. Before you birth your promise, you got to be in preparation stage. You got to prepare yourself for that open door that you want. You got to prepare yourself for that opportunity that you want. You got to prepare yourself for that yes that you want. You got to prepare yourself for these things. That's how it is when we're talking about your fire. When you got your fire burning, when your fire is burning, note number one was, in order to keep your fire burning, you got to keep feeding it. In preparation stage, what we doing? I'm going to find dry wood. In preparation stage, what I'm doing, I'm going to find old newspapers. In preparation stage, I'm gathering up all types of dry materials. Do you got any lighter fluid? Do you have something over here or something over there? I need some stuff to make sure that if my fire start to go down, then yeah, I got something to throw on it to keep my fire going. I got to have something that I can throw into my fire to keep my fire going. And you can start to see when your fire is not lit up the way that it need to be lit up. You can tell when your fire is not burning at the level that it needs to be burning. Through your preparation stages, when you're learning what you need to do when the time comes. In the preparation stage, it's preparing me for whatever's about to happen in my life. Oh yeah, whatever it is that you're going to do, you don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. I'm over here praying too. I'm fasting too. I'm locked in too. I'm working with you too. That's the mentality. I got you. This is what we going to do. I got something stashed over here as well. I got some old newspapers. I got some old notebooks. I got some dry wood that I got over here too. You got to get with some people and be connected to some folk that got, you reciprocate. Yeah, I got to keep my fire going. That's what that preparation stage is. But if you're out here and you're cutting corners, then when it's time to throw something on your fire, you empty. Come on. If you out here and you cutting corners and trying to finesse and finagle this walk, when it's time for you to throw something on your fire to keep it burning, you can't. Because your shed is empty. Your overflow is empty. I'm always talking about making positive deposits in your life every day, giving yourself 3 wins a day, going forward and doing it. Even if everything is going good in your life, you still keep storing up. Why? Because it's going to be a time when you have to reach into your storage to keep your fire going. You got to reach back into your storage to keep your fire going. You're going to have to reach. And if you reach back to put something into your fire and you reach back and it ain't nothing there, then your fire is going to go out because you don't have anything to fuel your fire. Come on now. Let's be real. You can't finesse this. God's time is not your time. He's going to do it on his own time. He's going to make it happen on his own time. Understand that when you in that dark hour, when you in that wilderness, when you in that area of your life, you got one job only. That's to stay committed, to continue to trust, to continue to fast, continue to pray, to continue to keep yourself in those same environments. I'm talking about with the same grit, the same grind, the same exact passion that you had in the very beginning. You got to have that all the way through. That's the reason why it's important for you to always exercise while you're in that preparation stage. I'm over here, I'm getting myself, I'm conditioning. That's the word. I'm conditioning right now. Yeah, I'm jogging at a slow pace, and when I gotta speed up, y'all will see when I gotta speed up. Yeah. I'm jogging at a slow pace. I don't want to burn up too much energy too fast. I don't want to do too much too soon. I gotta pace myself, slow and steady. That's right, slow and steady all the way through. That's right. As I run along, I'm picking up what I need to pick up. I'm filling up my shed. I'm filling up my shed as I run. I see some dry wood, I pick it and I throw. I see some dry paper, I pick it and I throw. I see something that I'm gonna be able to use, I pick that up and I put what we pick it up, we put it in our notes. I got it in my notes. I got sticky notes. I got a vision board. I got content typed out in my phone. I know exactly when something going wrong in my life. I know exactly when I'm in a position in my life. I can open up my phone and I ain't got to go to TikTok. I ain't got to Facebook. I ain't got to Instagram. I ain't got to go to YouTube. I can go right there to my notes. I and I got something inspirational, something motivational. I got to go right there into my phone and I can open up an app because my Patreon got the same thing. And I got motivational speaking. I got ministry. I got positive affirmations. I got everything right there. How your setup is. How's your phone set up? A lot of y'all got every app on there, but you don't have an app that's motivating, that's inspirational, that's fueling you. You got to make sure that you're, What do you fuel by? Because them connections going to matter when the rubber hits the road. That's going to matter. Because I want to say this right here. Because see, not next note number 5 is this right here where y'all at. Y'all at 312. We all okay. Double tap on the screen. I'm going to my next note because sometimes right here, sometimes you got to understand that we want protection from everybody else. We feel like it's everybody else's fault. We looking at everybody else like you did this to me. You did that to me. No, you deciding to cut corners. That was on you. You deciding that you wanted to finesse the game. That's on you. The reason why your fire ain't burning the way that it need to be burning, that ain't on nobody else. That's on you. Everybody have their own individual fire. And however their fire is going to burn, it's all left up to them. You can't fuel my fire. I can't fuel your fire. Understand that you're responsible for keeping your fire burning. You're responsible for providing the wood on your fire. You're responsible for making sure that you have the dry paper for your fire. Yes, some people can come over there and remind you, hey, you got some fire in the wood. And that's when we're talking about people that's pouring into you. Those are the people that remind you who you are when you forget. Those are the people that tell you, get your head back in the game. Those are the people that see you when you got your head down. They say, pick your head up. But they can't pick up the wood. They can't pick up the paper and put it inside your fire. That's something that only you can do. You're responsible for your own fire. And sometimes the person that you need protection from is not from other people. You need protection from you. Note number 5. Note number 5 is sometimes you got to protect you from you. Yeah, let's just be real, son. Yeah, sometimes you gotta. She said my word. Listen, send me some love, y'all. Send me some love. I probably should have asked for that before I said that. Yeah, I should have went ahead and asked for that before I even. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, sometimes you need protection from you. It ain't even other people that's bothering you. It's you. Yeah. Sometimes you out here, you pointing the finger at everybody else, and you feel like it's somebody else's fault for everything it is that you're going through in life. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Kalia. Thank you, Nikki B. I see the gifts coming. Thank you, Diva. I appreciate you, y'all. Let me get some badges up top on IG. Come on, love me up top. I need some love up top real quick. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need protection from you. You got to protect you from you. And it was a part of them when they said, when I want to do good, evil is always present with me. When I want to do the right thing, it's always the wrong thing that's over there as well. I know what I should be doing, but then this is what I go over here and do. I know that this right here ain't right for me. I know it ain't good for me. I know for a fact that if I go back over here, it's going to be just a matter of time. They're going to go right back to being the same exact person that they was before. I know I left that situation because that situation wasn't good for me. I know I left that situation and that individual because of the way that they treated me. But I know at the same time, I still love them, coach. At the same time, it's like I still got some feelings there, coach. And yeah, you have to understand that I know that it ain't right. I know that I shouldn't do it, but I still go over there and do it anyway. And the reason why that I go over there and do it anyway is because that's what you're familiar with. That's what you're familiar with. And you know that if I go over there, then you make the excuse that I can go over there and do that with them. And I know what it is that I'm dealing with. You know the enemy that you fighting. So you go over there and you develop coping skills to deal with somebody else's dysfunctional behavior. So now you over there and you tiptoeing around somebody else's trauma. You over there and you tiptoeing around somebody else's feelings. You over there and you tiptoeing around a house that you paying bills in. You tiptoeing and not speaking up for yourself in the place that you paying the mortgage, you paying the lights, the place that you didn't furnish. You don't have no way to, you can't even speak up. You can't do nothing because if you do that, that's going to piss them off. That's going to make them mad. So now here you are being uncomfortable so that they can be comfortable, and you telling yourself that it's right. Sometimes the person that you need to protect you from is you. It ain't even other people. It be you. Yeah, sometimes come on. It don't even be other folks. It be you. You be your own problem. You be your own enemy. It be your negative internal dialogue. It be the lies that you tell yourself. It be the conversations that you have within yourself that nobody else hear. It be those conversations right there. It be the fear that you have within yourself. It be your own insecurities. It be you telling you that you can't do it. It be you telling you that you're not good enough. It be you telling you that you're not capable. It be you telling you that you don't look the part. It be you comparing you to everything else. Sometimes the person that you got to be protected from is not other people. It's really just you. All right. I'm waiting on y'all to send me some love. She said, this is hitting me so hard. Friend, listen, the truth gonna be the truth. That's how it is. The truth always gonna hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Gant. Thank you, Shanae. The truth gonna always hit hard. And it ain't just you. It's just some people, they ain't bold enough to say out yet. They ain't got to that place where they gonna say out yet. Because it's easier to blame other people. It's easier to say that other people are the reason why you not living your best life. But nobody's gonna own up to it and say, it's me. It's my own decision making. I know I done seen the red flags. I done seen all the signs, and guess what? I keep doing it. And they're not going to admit the fact that, what did I say at the very beginning of this message? I said, you know what? Emotional intelligence is when you are able to manage your own emotions and understands the emotions of the people that's around you. Emotions is the reason why a lot of us always end up in situations longer than what we're supposed to be in. We wrapped up in love. We're wrapped up in loyalty. We're wrapped up in the fact that I don't want them to feel this type of way. We develop a false sense of responsibility and start to think that we owe people when we don't owe them a doggone thing. I don't owe you nothing. Let's just be real. And the moment that we accept that, the moment that we really understand that, that's when the real living is really going to begin. Where you understand that your fire is your fire. My fire is my fire. Whatever decisions that you make in life, however you decide to live your life, that's all on you. However I decide to live my life, that's all on me. Love and life, all of this is a choice. If I choose to live my life with you, then I'm choosing to deal with all the baggage and everything that's coming with you. But if I choose that that's too much for me, that I don't want to deal with that, then I can walk away from that situation. And guess what? I don't have to break it down to nobody. I don't have to make it make sense to nobody. I don't have to make anybody understand the fact that you got too much going on, that right now you're not a person that I'm willing to date. You got trauma, you got issues, you got unhealed stuff that you got to deal with in your own life. And I don't want to take that on. You think I'm going to go through hell and high water in my life and I'm going to heal from all the stuff that I'm dealing with, and I'm going to lay all my demons to rest, and I'm going to go through all of this stuff, and then I'm going to come over there and connect myself with somebody that's going through all the same stuff I just prayed myself out of, all the stuff I just fasted myself up out of? Baby, you not about to use that little cute, oh, you got a healing spirit thing on me. We not even about to do that. Yep, okay, and that healing spirit you talk about, I'm going to pray for you over here. Because a person that is emotionally intelligent, they know how to understand the emotions of the people that surround them. Me understanding your emotions and me taking on your emotions is something totally different. I can understand what you're going through, but I don't have to make it mine. I can see what you're going through, but I ain't got to make it mine. I can see that your cross is heavy, but I ain't got to volunteer to come over there and go to carrying it for you. That ain't mine. That ain't what I got to do. Understand, especially when I know my limits. Emotional intelligence is about knowing your limits. Yeah. It's about knowing your limits in your life, right? Let's just talk, right? Yeah, because let's talk. I'm gonna have to get me some extra time in, because I got to get me some extra time. Can I have some extra time? Can I have some extra time? Send me some love real quick. Send me some love real quick. I want some extra time. Can I get some extra time real quick? I just need some extra time. I can get some extra time. Y'all got some time today? It's Friday. Y'all got some time today? I want to talk about emotions real quick. I want to talk about, because like the thing, like I said, because a lot of us, we stay in these situations. We stay in these situations. We overplay our part, and we do way too much for way too long. And we try to blame God for us being in the situation that we're in. And I want to break something down to y'all real quick, right? Can I do it? She says, please, we love. Okay. All right. Y'all send me some love then up top, man. If y'all want me to stay a while, y'all send me some love. Y'all got to love me up. I see y'all, man. Y'all are blessed down here. Y'all dropping gifts back to back down here. Up top, y'all struggling with y'all badges right now. Right now, y'all only at 25 badges. The goal is to get 50 badges. We need 25 more badges. Double tap on that screen. Listen, I want to go to this real quick. Y'all know I like to do motivational speaking, and then I like to give my mini sermon. So that's why I needed a few minutes, because I wanted to give my mini sermon, because I want to talk about how important it is for you to keep your fire burning, how important it is for you to keep your eyes on your own paper and realize, when I say on paper, I mean on your own life. I want you to understand that it's your responsibility to make sure that you're putting the fire, putting the wood, putting the dry paper inside of your fire at all times. Nobody can do that for you. I can give you the motivation. I can give you all the notes. I can give you all of that, but you have to apply those notes, that paper. You have to apply those notes, that wood, to your life to keep your fire burning the way that it needs to burn. You owe that to yourself. And every single time that you show up and you hear the word, every single time that you show up and you take the notes, but you don't apply them to your life, you're doing yourself a disservice. Every time that you show up and you in an environment where you're there to learn, you're ready to grow, and all of that, and you don't take full advantage of that opportunity, then you are doing yourself a disservice, right? I want to talk about Lazarus real quick, right? Can we talk about Lazarus? I want to say this real quick. Y'all remember the story of Lazarus? Lazarus had a sister. One of his sister name was Martha. The other sister name was Mary, right? Them was the sisters. And I just want to I want to start out by saying, Mary, Martha, and Jesus and Lazarus, they was all friends, right? They was all friends. They didn't all hung out together. I want to put it to where everybody understands. So, right, this gonna be me paraphrasing. So, they all friends. They all cool. They hang out. You know what I mean? This is what's going on. Now, when Jesus then went about his business, he out here doing the Lord's work, because he always would tell people real quick, I'm about my Father's business. Now, he out here doing what he's supposed to be doing, right? In the time of him being gone and doing what he's doing, Lazarus falls sick. Right? So Lazarus then went out here and got sick. And now that he done got sick, Mary and Martha come and find Jesus real quick, right? Now they done found Jesus. And when they presented to them, they said, Jesus, Lazarus, the man that you love. This is the reason why we're talking about this, because I'm talking about how you can be out here and you could be working on your own assignment. You can be out here and you could be focused on what it is that you're doing in your own life. But people feel like because you love them and they come for you, then you're supposed to abort your mission, that you're supposed to stop working on yourself to come over there and do what they want you to do. That because you notice how they phrased it, right? They said the man that you love, meaning that you love this person, that this is somebody that's close to you. This is somebody that has your heart. This is somebody that you respect. This is somebody that you have a relationship with. The man that you love. Understand that this is how it works in today's time. We will have people that we love that will automatically have an expectation of us just because we love them. Just because I love you, then I'm supposed to just give it to you. Just because I love you, I'm supposed to just bend over backwards for you. Just because I love you, then I'm supposed to ignore the fact that you're trying to emotionally manipulate me by using the term that I love. I know that I love them, but just because I love you doesn't mean that I have to, be distracted by you. Just because I love you doesn't mean that I can't stop working on me to come cater to you. Just because I love you don't mean I have to sacrifice me for you. Just because I love you don't mean that I have to abort my mission for you. I gotta be about my Father's business. I gotta make sure that I keep this here fire burning the way that it's supposed to be burning, and I can't afford to stop right now because it's not quite lit the way that it needs to be lit just yet. Just follow me. Right, just follow me. She presented it. She said, the man that you love, Lazarus, whom you love, they have a false sense of responsibility. This is how they instill that false sense of responsibility in you. If you love me, you'll do it. If you love me, you'll put up with it. If you love me, you'll go outside your way. If you love me, you'll stay. If you love me, you will understand. You got to know that you can love a person and still leave a person. You can love a person and you don't have to abandon yourself because you love that person. Right? All right, so we're going to move forward on into it, right? Friends say, paint the picture, coach. So now we're going to move forward, right? So they didn't told him, the man that you love, Lazarus, whom you love, he didn't fall sick and all of this and that, right? So now at this point, right? They upset because Jesus ain't moving how they want him to move. He ain't moving at the pace that they want him to be moving to. Like we done told you that somebody that you love is almost unalive, and we trying to figure out why you still working on this, why you still focused on that, why you still handling this, and this, when we done told you already that this here is going down. We need for you to come on and get on board with what we got going on, because we need you right now. When people need you, come on. When people need you, they don't care about what you got going on. Only thing that they care about is how you gonna come through for them. When people feel like they need you, their concern is not that you got this and this is equally important to you. They're not concerned about the sacrifice that you got to make. They're not concerned about the impact that it's going to have on your life. When people need you, they're not concerned about you. They're concerned about the service that you're going to be able to provide for me. I know that you're busy. I know that you're about your Father's business. I know that you're trying to light this fire, but I need for you to take a break from you to come handle my needs. You cannot afford to be distracted in this season. And we get distracted every time. Relationships, family ships, job ships, children, church. We get distracted every single time. We get distracted every single time. What she said, Jesus, I need you to stop doing what you're doing. Because Lazarus, the man that you love, he didn't fell sick. So we need you. We need you to come fix this over here. Right? We need you to stop doing what you're doing to come, because when people are in need, they're not concerned about you. They're concerned about what you can do for them. They're concerned about, can you fix this for me? And not to mention the fact, you got to know that we didn't travel with you. We didn't been around you. We friends of yours. And you said that I love you, which means we know that you have a relationship. So not only that, we also know that you have the power to stop this from happening. We know that you have the power to make this here right. We know that you have the power to prevent this. So the expectation that they have on him is all the way through the roof. And because I'm connected to you, because you my friend, and I know that you got the finances, and you know that I'm in debt, can I borrow something? Because you are successful and you my friend, and I know you know that my light's about to get cut off. Can you come over here and pay my light bill for me? And because you my friend, and I know that you got it like that, and you know that I don't have it at the time, can you do? They have a false sense of, they create that false sense of responsibility. Like you're supposed to be doing, you got to come and fix it for me. You got to come and do it for me. You got to come and make it right for me. And they make their irresponsibility your responsibility. They make their choices and the things that they're going through a priority in your life. You got to fix this because I chose to buy a new bag with my money. I didn't pay no light bill. Now I'm sitting in the dark, but I want you to fix it. Let me get on back over here. Let me get back over here. Okay, because I had to make it, I had to make it make sense to some people. Some people were still on the live trying to act like they didn't know where we was going, y'all. So I had to get them caught up real quick. Some people were still trying to act like, well, where's she going with this? So I had to make it make sense to some folks. So now we back over here, right? So she done said the man that you love, and he like, okay, well, yeah, I know that I love him. And they telling him what's going on. And he like, okay, well, this ain't gonna end in death, meaning that this ain't gonna be the end of that. I get it. I'm gonna be there when I can get over there. Don't worry about it. So now here he gonna take his time, because see, he's still on a mission that he's already on. He over here fixing what he need to be fixing, making sure that his fire gonna be burning. Because one thing that we not about to do, I'm not fin to abandon what I got going on to come over there to try to fix what you need me to fix. And then after I fix your issue, I got to come back over here and start from the bottom of what, no. Let me get done what I got to get done in my life, which means emotional intelligence. Again, we're going right back there. Emotional intelligence is being able to manage your emotions and understand the emotions of others. I know that this is bothering you. I know this is a priority for you. I know this is important for you. But right now, I got to take care of self. I got to handle what I got to handle in my own life to make sure that my business is at top tier. And once I get my fire burning, once I'm in a position that I got to be in and I got that free time, then Mary and Martha, I'm going to be over there to come get Lazarus up out that situation. I know, but tell Lazarus, I said, hang on for a second, that I'm coming. So now he gets over there, right? When he get over there, everybody is crying because Lazarus is already inside the tomb, right? Lazarus in the tomb. Now everybody got an attitude with Jesus, because now they wrapped up in their emotions. This is me paraphrasing. Now they in their emotions. Everybody is upset because you could have been over here. And if you had been over here, then this right here would have never even happened. Some of us right now being blamed for why somebody going through what they going through in life. And it ain't even your burden. Some of y'all right now going through that very situation where somebody pointing the finger at you and holding you accountable for something that went wrong in their life, for something that has taken place in their life, something that there's no way that you could have controlled it in no type of way, shape, or form. But they want to hold you responsible because it's easy to point the finger at other people. It's easy to make somebody else responsible for your irresponsibility. It's easy to make somebody else responsible for your pain. It's easy to point the finger at somebody else and say that if you didn't do this, if you would have done that, and you could have did this, but you decided that. It's easy to point the finger at somebody else, as if we don't know living and dying is all part of life, that it's going to happen no matter what. They were got there, and it's like she acted out of her emotions. If you would have been here, this wouldn't have happened. That's what she said to him, as if she did not know who he was. Still completely not understand. This ain't going to end in death, baby. He's sleeping. It's some situations in your life that you feel like I can't go there yet. I can't go there yet. I want to go. I want to go there so bad. I want to go there so bad, so fast. Hold on. Yeah, double tap on the screen. I want to go there so bad, so fast, but I got to take this part. So now that he gets over there, right? And when he gets over there, because I want to get there bad, y'all. Yeah. It's in me. I want to get over there bad. And when you get over there, it's almost like she don't know that he is who we know that he is, right? So now in this situation, what I need for you to understand is this right here. The smallest verse in the Bible is where he say what? He say Jesus wept. Now, the confusing part is, why are you weeping when you know the kind of power you got? Emotions. Going back to that. Emotions. Wait a minute. How you weeping like how you weeping when you already know that you got the power of life and death? How you gonna sit over here? How you gonna cry? Why are you crying right now? Why are you feeling like how you feeling right now when you know that you can stop everything that's about to happen right now? You can change the situation, the whole dynamic of everything that's going on right now. When you know that all you got to do is say come, and when you say come, everything there is going to get up and come. When you know that you have that type of power, I'm trying to understand, why are you crying? And what I'm saying to you is that he was crying because he's still human. It's still a sad situation. And sometimes we're going to go through those same exact things in our own life. You're going to have to go through it. And when we say go through it, even with a face full of tears, you can have a face full of tears. This is a note for somebody. You can have a face full of tears and still win. You can have a face full of tears and still change that whole situation around. Just because you're crying doesn't mean that you're weak. Just because you're crying doesn't mean that you got to stop. Just because you're crying don't mean you got to throw in the towel. Just because you're crying and showing emotion does not mean that you're not about to take home that W. He knew the power that he had. He knew exactly what he was about to do. He knew exactly what he was going to come forth, but he still cried. There's going to be some times in your life where you're going to cry and still win. That's the note right there. You're going to have some situations in your life where you're going to cry and still win. It hurt like hell, but I still won. I had one leg in a kickstand, but I still won. Did it crawling on my belly, but I still won. It's going to be some things in your life where you're going to cry and still win, still have that power. Come on. You still going to win. You're going to cry and still win. And you know you got power when you have to put the man's name in front of it. He knew who he was there to get. He knew who he was there for. He knew what was about to happen. He had to say, Lazarus, come. Because even there's a powerful person crying. Lazarus, come. Why? Because if he would have said, just come, everything coming. That's the power that he possessed. We had a gravesite. Can you imagine Jesus standing at the gravesite and saying, come? Everything up, everything out. It's like, no, Lazarus, come on. You got to understand that there's some things in your life that you think are unalive. And they're not unalive, they're sleeping. They're sleeping, they're hibernating. They're waiting on you to tap in. They're waiting on you to get into the right position. He said he's not unalive, he's sleeping. I got this. When are you going to show up in tears to get your goods? That's what I was wanting. That's why I wanted to go with it. When you going to show up in tears to get your goods? When you going to show up in tears to get your peace? When you going to show up in tears to be able to get that joy? When you're going to show up in your tears to get all the things that you know for a fact that you deserve? When you going to show up in your tears? What's stopping you from showing up in your tears and saying, you know what, here I am, face full of tears, go ahead and give me. I know it, me walking away from that relationship, it's going to hurt. I'm going to have to walk away in tears, but I'm going to have to get me cutting ties and putting some distance in between me and my children that think that they the adults in this. It's going to hurt because I'm their mother, but yeah, that's right. Here go my tears. Give me me. I know that I love my family. I want to be there for my family. I've always been the bond that held it all together, but face full of tears, I'm going to have to come over here and I'm going to have to give me. It's going to hurt to walk away. It's going to hurt to let go. But at the end of the day, some things in your life, they are not unalive. They're just sleeping. They're hibernating and they're waiting on you to get into position so that you can call it forth. But you can't get it if you're distracted. You can't get it if you over there running after other folk. You can't get it if you sitting and soaking. You can't get it if you're distracted by death. You can't get it if you're distracted by pain. You can't get it if you're distracted by hardship. There's no easy way around this. There's no easy way around it. You can't finesse it. You can't bamboozle it. If he bring you to it, he's going to bring you through it every time. But the same level of commitment and dedication that he had, I got to complete what I started. It's the same mindset that you got to have when you out here working in your life. I got to complete what I started in my life. I started this. I got to complete this. I came in on fire. I'm going to go out on fire. One foot in front of the other. I got to push myself to the finish line. I can't be distracted by love because he loved him. I can't be distracted by, because a lot of people want to make it seem like, oh yeah, well, somebody unalive, so we just got to shut down everything and we just don't know what we going to do. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive. I'm just saying that this right here, this is life. And this world is not going to slow down and it's not going to stop. You got to bob and weave. There's going to be some people that's going to blame you just like they did. It's going to be some people that's going to point the finger at you just like they did. It's going to be some people that's going to say, if you woulda and if you coulda, and just like they did. And you can't get distracted by what other people think or what other people feel. Because when they were saying what they were saying that out of emotions. That's their brother. I can't see this happen to my brother. Well, that's my job as a sister to protect my brother. I'm showing up as a sister. I didn't put everything to the side. That's my brother. They're acting out of emotions. You gotta be able to become emotionally intelligent. So that you don't have to keep starting over. Over and over and over and over. That's what I wanted to tell y'all this morning. I wanted to talk to you about your fire. We right now in the beginning stages of 2024. Just now starting. You owe it to yourself to make sure that your fire is burning. You owe it to yourself to make sure that your fire is continuously burning. Don't let February, March get here and all we see is white ashes. Don't wait until it gets to that point before you scuffling around trying to figure out, do I have some dry wood? Do I have some old newspaper? Do I have something to thaw into the fire? This should be something that you're working on every single day. That you're fueling that fire every single day. Practicing self-care, great self-care, is what's going to keep you in that game. And you have to do it every single day. Every single day. Y'all, and now that I did that, I just want, can we talk casually? Because I'm going to tell y'all, I was reading that, right? And I got something else I want to say. I'm finished for today. That was what I wanted to come on. And I wanted to give you that illustration of how they were operating out of their emotions and how Jesus was operating, out of great discipline, and how he made sure that no matter what was going on, that he stayed locked in, that he stayed focused on the business at hand. So now I want to say this. You know what I did not know until I started getting into that, though? I was trying to understand that when they got back to the house, right? Let me tell you how this worked. Now, when they then got back to the house after all this then happened and Lazarus then came out, and y'all, Jesus is a bad man because he done already told them to take the dead man clothes off of him. Like, because, when you pass away back then, they would have you wrapped up in a certain type of clothes. Not only did you show up to get this man out of the grave 4 days late, right? You 4 days behind. This man had been in here already, and we trying to figure out why you were so late late getting over here. But now you done did what you done did your big one. So we trying to give you a pass. But now that you done called them from the grave, see, this is how I be reading the Bible, y'all. I'm sorry. This is how I read it in the way that I think, in the way that I am, right? So now you done came over here, you done called him forth and whatnot, right? And now you gonna have the nerve to start passing out responsibilities to other people. He done called them and then told them, take them clothes off of them. Now you the one late. Why you ain't taking it off of them? You the one who showed up 4 days late after we done been came to get you. Why you won't take it off of him? He's still handing out, delegating stuff. You see what I'm saying? You know you a bad man. He's still delegating stuff, and he the one who late, or late according to them, right? So now he got them over there. They done took this stuff off of him, got him taking the stuff off of him, y'all. I'm just telling you, I love reading the Bible. So boom, that ain't just happened. So now they done got back. Now this is how it is when you still operating out of your emotions, right? When you're still functioning with your emotions. They didn't get back to the house, right? Now that they got back to the house, and what it said, y'all, we got 35 badges on IG. We need to get 5 more badges on IG, and y'all almost at 500K on TikTok. Now listen, yeah, he got a sense of humor. I'm telling you. But what I did not know was this right here. First of all, the way that everybody then painted Jesus all these different years, they made it seem like Jesus was poor. Like he didn't have nothing, like he had these sandals and he had this little draping on or whatnot, and that was it. But now come to find out from this, Jesus had a treasurer. Well, you don't have a treasurer unless you got some treasures that need treasuring, which means he had to have some type of something. He had some riches, something or something, because why would you need a treasurer if you ain't got nothing to treasure? That don't make no sense, right? So now I got a whole nother outlook. I'm trying to show y'all what I was going through in the process of this. So now you over here, you know what I'm saying? So now hold up now. Wait a minute. So now you got a treasurer. So now my mind is over here like, wait a minute. He got a treasurer? Say, yeah, Judas is the treasurer. And Judas was helping himself to the bag, what was in the bag whenever he seen fit. So Judas always been doing what he wanted to do anyhow. So now we get over to the house, right? So yeah, he had a treasurer, and the treasurer was Judas. And Judas was the type of man that was supposed to be handling everything that went in the bag, but he would help himself to the bag whenever he wanted to. So he was also a thief. Let's just be real, right? That's what he was doing. So now let's check this out, right? So now they done got over to the house, and everybody now they didn't let it go, because Lazarus is happy that he no longer in the tomb, and Lazarus is happy because you done brought me back, from being unalive. So I'm over here having the time of my life. Happy, joy. And the other sister, Martha, she over there, she having her best life because my brother back. So ain't no need me being mad no more because my brother back. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus and Lazarus, they reclined. They say he was reclined. So he over there reclined. He kicked back. And you know what I'm saying? He had feeling like, feeling himself right now, because y'all don't know. I done went there and been back. Yeah, ain't nothing like me right now. You know what I'm saying? He feeling big. But one sister was still in her feelings. Mary was still in her feelings, in her emotional state. She was still feeling away. Because you took me through all that for nothing. You put me through all of that for nothing. And then you show up. And then you just act like ain't nothing happened. And look at Lazarus, kick back, recline, laughing and joking with you. Like, y'all think this a joke or something? Now, wait a minute. Everybody moving on except she and her emotions. If y'all my age, I'm 46. Y'all remember back in the day, RL and Deborah Cox had that song, "We Can Be Friends, 'Cause I'm Still in Love." And Mary and Deborah was like, y'all want to move, just act like we never was. Y'all want to move on like ain't nothing happened. Like you want to come around my friends and family, and my family still accepting you, and they acting like none of this done took place. But I'm still upset. I'm still hurt. I'm still bothered by what's done took place already. And y'all ready to move forward and just act like ain't nothing happened. But I still got some hurt in me. I still got some pain in me. I'm still frustrated with everything that we had to go through to get to this point where we at right now. Ain't nobody gonna address this. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about this. Ain't nobody gonna bring this up. Ain't nobody trying to have a conversation about why you ain't get here 4 days later. Like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing about this. Emotions. Still wrapping up in your emotions. But when you see other people have moved on, they ain't indulging in it. They ain't addressing it. We done moved on from that. We can't be unexposed to what we've already been exposed to. That's already been what it was gonna be. You got a decision to make. You can either come on over here with us and interact, or you gonna have to sit and soak over there. But it's all gonna be left up to you. Because like I said, they at a table, recline, chilling. Everybody doing their own thing. Nobody's catering to this. Nobody's giving their attention to this. Right? So then what happened is she had to get out of that mood, out of that. So she went and got this box. And they said when she cracked open the box, the smell of the perfume that was in the box, it filled the whole room. It was rich. Great smelling, like, ooh. And she went to washing his feet with it. That and her hair. And you know, back then they say your hair was your glory, right? If you read the book back in that, say your hair, they looked at women's hair as if it was their glory. So now you washing his feet and you worshiping, right? Don't y'all know, this is the part we're here for. Judas gonna say, the alabaster box. Judas gonna say, with his good stealing self, he gonna say some kind of basically, why you ain't sell that? Why we didn't have that? That right there, that would have made us good money. Like we could have used that, and that would have been like a year or so worth of what we needed. Like why, and Jesus had to correct him. Jesus told him, leave her alone. Leave her alone. She had that because she knew I was coming. She knew I was coming. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say that there's going to be some times in your life where you feel like you got to respond, where you got to retaliate, where you got to step up, and you don't have to. God will speak for you. He will do exactly what needs to be done for you. It's some folks at your job. It's some folks at that church. It's some folks in your family. It's some folks in that friend group that'll go outside their way and they always got something to say, something negative, some type of way they want to come at you. Stop feeling like you always gotta address folk. Stop feeling like you always gotta respond to folk. She continued to do what she was doing, and she let him defend her. And that's how you gotta start showing up in your life. Cause guess what? Them folks ain't, just like Judas wasn't concerned. He wasn't concerned about nothing but the fact that would have been more money in the bag for him to steal. He wasn't concerned about nothing else. He wasn't concerned about the well-being of nobody else, the emotional state of nobody else. He was the treasurer, and he was trying to get a clear understanding of why we didn't sell that, because that would have been more money in the pot for me. Folk don't be concerned about you. They be concerned about what it's going to have on the impact that they have for them. So I want you to get to that point where you understand that you don't have to fight all your battles. I had to complete the story, y'all. It annoys me. I'm sorry. It annoys me. Incomplete information. I say it all the time. Incomplete information. I cannot do it. It bothers me. So I had to complete that story so that you guys would get the full gist of everything that was in my mind at the time. Because when I first started going through it, I was getting prepared for the Mama Issue podcast that I was on yesterday. And that's the reason why some of you guys got a glimpse of it, because that's what was at the front of my mind. And last night, as I was laying in bed, I was going back through it, and I was like, yo, this story is wild, because in all of these years, and I'm about to be 46 in March, out of all these years, I never thought about Jesus having a treasurer. I never knew that was his role. One, and number two, I never compared this to an emotional state. So for me, it was challenging, because I was like, well, why do you have me here? Why do you have me here with this story? Why do you want me to go here with this story? So I'm there, and then as I continue to read it, I start to align and pick out all the different things that I was telling you guys about, and I saw where it was emotions. I saw where it was distractions. I saw where it was emotions again, and I saw where it was distractions again, and then I saw where it was false sense of responsibility. Then I saw where it was obligation. When, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God. I promise y'all, if y'all give it a shot and y'all go back and y'all start rereading this book and reading it with an open mindset, take out everything that you've ever heard or ever learned and just read it in a standpoint of a self-help book and put your life and put these parables into today's time, you would get a brand new feeling of what they're saying. You will see exactly what, man, I'm telling you, the Bible is tough. It's tough. It's tough. Like I'm telling you, I be over there and I'm like, wow. You once you start reading it on your own, it just be a whole nother thing. When you start interpreting it on your own and applying it to your life on your own, you get a whole nother feeling, man. It's a whole nother feeling. And it's not something that you will ever be able to really explain for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to complete that for you guys. So yeah, at y'all earliest convenience, most definitely go back and read about the story of Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. Y'all go back and read it at your own time, and then read it now, just in the back of your mind, thinking about that's what Coach was talking about. That's what Coach was. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of them things. You're gonna be like, yo, you're gonna be so excited because it's one thing when somebody teaching you something, and it's another thing when you go back and you reread it yourself, and you like, yo, this is wild. So yeah, you're gonna feel that feeling that I'm talking about in that. But I just want to say y'all almost at y'all goal of 600K. Up here, we need 3 badges before we strike our goal of 50 because we are at 47 right now. Double tap on that screen real quick. I need 3 more badges and we can be out, man. Y'all keep in mind, Charlotte is sold out. Philly is sold out. We are setting a date for Atlanta. That Atlanta date is going to be in March. It's going to be the 4th weekend in March. The 4th weekend in March, and I can't tell you the exact date right now because both of my phones are running, but the 4th Saturday in March is when we're going to look at doing an Atlanta date to add to the Get in My Room tour. We're going to get Atlanta put on, and we will also be working hard. I'm working really, really, really hard to get in a date. I had a date for California, Oakland, California. We're working on getting a Oakland date for November. Everybody's like, you're not in Cali, you're not in Vegas. We got to get these on there. So those are going to be the 2. November, we're going to be pushing to get Cali locked in, and March, we're going to be getting Atlanta locked in. So you guys will actually make it on the tour. You know what I'm saying? So yes, man, I just want to say that I love you guys so much. 2 dates already both sold out for January and February. Detroit, I have no doubt in my mind that as soon as that link is dropped, that you guys are going to sell it out completely because we're doing Detroit and Flint, Michigan. We're doing them right there together. So I already know that it's going to be amazing, and we're getting that locked in right now. This weekend, I will be in Concord, North Carolina at the Motor Speedway. Like I told you guys before, Nicki Minaj's mother, Cora Minaj, is dropping her foundation, which is called the She Can Foundation. And I will be their keynote speaker. So I will be in Concord, North Carolina this Sunday. That's the reason why I had to get my hair done already. I'm about to go get my nails done too. Y'all know I get ready. When I get booked, I get ready. Just know that I don't show up with these little t-shirts on. This is strictly for the live videos. I'm going to have it on. Y'all know that's one thing I just guaranteed. I'm going to show up with a word and a look. A word and a look, baby. I pride myself. I got to show up looking good, honey. That's right. I show up looking good, smelling good, coming to get that word, and we're going to be in and we're going to be out. That's just how it has to be. I take pride in that. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to show up looking like how I'm supposed to look. So yes, y'all will see me in Concord. That's going to be this Sunday, January the 14th. I will be out there. Yeah, man, I'm super excited about that, right? I'm super, super excited about that. So I will be out there, and then we're going to keep moving forward with this tour. But I love you guys every single day that you wake up, Saturday. Philly is completely sold out. I'm so sorry. They sold it out in 36 hours. I honestly do not have any tickets left for Philly, sweetie. Like, I really, yeah, you could go on the Eventbrite for Concord. As a matter of fact, I'll put it up. It's up on my Instagram page. I'll put it up again. That way you guys can see it. I'm so sorry. But if you did not get in a room for Philly or Charlotte, I cannot add any more tickets. We are actually at capacity when it came down to tickets, right? We took out all the tables to create more seating in Charlotte. We took away some of the vendor tables to be able to get more people in Charlotte. We are at capacity now. So now with decorations, the catering, the vendors that we have, and everybody else, there's no way that we can add anything else, man. You know, God is amazing. And like I told you guys before, you know, this is not the year of procrastination, right? If you want to get in a room, you're going to have to really be ready to get in a room. This is not gonna be one of those things where you can drag your feet and all of that. When those Eventbrite links drop, you have to get on there and you have to grab your ticket expeditiously. I had some people that was like, "Well, I thought I was gonna have time." I'm like, man, listen, we not moving with that type of speed this year. We're not moving with that type of speed this year. You know what you're going to do. You know what you want to do. You know what you're supposed to be prioritizing. You have to prioritize your mental health and put yourself in environments that you can grow, that you can evolve in. And procrastination, we don't have that in us. You know what I mean? We don't have that in us. And not saying that you was procrastinating, because I don't know, this may be your first time watching my live. I'm just going to say that if you are in the Philly area, no worries. I am going to come back to New York. So you may be able to jump on the train and just see me when I actually touch down in New York. I love you guys so much, man. And every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. You guys, I want y'all to have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Anybody on IG, I went live on TikTok this morning because I'm waiting on them to get to 600K. If anybody want to jump on the live real quick, want to join the live and have something to say on IG, let me see. I'm going to let y'all jump in and share real quick. Let me see if it's going to let me add her while y'all double tapping that way to give y'all some time to, because I like reaching a goal. I like reaching a goal. That's just how I am. Okay. I got people that's sending it, but I'm trying. There we go. Hey, how are you? How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. You had something that you wanted to say, something you wanted to share?
I wanted your Cash App address. I wrote it down and I was cleaning up and I probably accidentally threw it out, and I really would like to have it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, my Cash App is your favorite speaker.
Favorite speaker.
Yep.
Got it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And Coach, I joined a Patreon mid-year, and the Chosen Family, it's just amazing. I'm so glad that I just love you. I love the Chosen Family. I joined it at the right time, and it has really played an instrumental part in my life. And I'm just thankful I'm in it, and I ain't going nowhere.
That's a blessing. Thank you so much. I really and truly appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. And on behalf of the Chosen Family, because I know that they all in the comment section, they all love you too. You know how we get down in there, man. It's all love. I try to tell y'all all the time to join the Patreon. This is why it is one of those things where you can get it. You having a bad day, you go into the group chat and you have like hundreds of people that are dropping inspirational messages to you, that's responding back to you. We got our class on Thursday nights, man. It's just one of those things. If you're not in there, it's like you really doing yourself a disservice. Like it really and truly is. Thank you so much, Mom. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have an amazing day.
I sure will. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, we got a few more minutes. If you guys got anybody else, like I said, I was live on TikTok this morning and I allowed some people to join this morning on TikTok. So we're gonna do IG right now. How y'all doing? Hey Heather, what's up? What's up? Divine, hey, tell them we be getting down in there, man. We love it. We love it. We love it. We almost there. We almost there. Thank you. I just seen the Cash App come. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see. We almost there. We at 598. We at 598. I gotta wait on them to get their goal, man. Listen, I'm all about goals. If we set a goal for something, I want to always make sure we reach our goal. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be hanging out. There we go. We just made our 600 goal down here on TikTok, man. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I will see you guys here soon. Thank you, man. Listen, y'all, that's what we doing today. And I want y'all to know, if everybody that's Cash Apping me right now, that y'all watch my nails for later on. I'm gonna post my nails for y'all. I'm going to get them done for sure. About to go get them done. I got me a nice little outfit that I'm gonna be wearing. Yes, I got me another Jesus shirt, definitely. I told y'all I said I was in Houston with my Jesus shirt, and I got me another Jesus shirt. Shout out Crystal. I think Crystal is either on TikTok or IG. Crystal got me another Jesus shirt. Definitely did. So I'm going to have that one on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm outside. I'm outside. If I find me another Jesus shirt, then I'm gonna have that on too. I seen some on Amazon, and I'm already planning to get this chocolate one that I seen online for my birthday. They got one that's chocolate. It's like a oversized sweatshirt, and then got Jesus in the off white color. I think I want to get that one, and then they got one that says it's like it's like a Bible verse, but it got like all the different colors. They got that one on Amazon too, so I'm definitely getting those two. I'm definitely. When is my birthday? March 2nd. But my birthday party is going to be February 24th. Me and Tifa celebrating her birthday with me. So we having it's like a Patreon link up, and so we gonna, like, you know what I mean, because her birthday is gonna be the 25th and mine's March the 2nd. So you know what I mean, everybody just getting together, man, and we just gonna have us a good time. Crystal providing all the food, so we gonna have the food that's gonna be catered. We got sweet baby treats. She's gonna be dropping like all the treats and stuff that we're gonna need in Charlotte. Like it's gonna be a whole vibe. All of my Patreon supporters, they gonna be able to come out. They flying out. They got Airbnbs and hotels and all of that. So it's like a lot of these people have been in the Patreon for over a year or two, and this is gonna be the first time that they actually able to meet each other live in person. So it's gonna be a blessing. We're gonna have us a good time. I'm really, really excited about it, as you can tell. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait, man. It's been a long time coming, and we were talking about doing this link up for like maybe a year or two. So we finally about to actually make it happen. Oh, and the color is blue. You know what I'm saying? Royal blue, white, and gold. Royal blue, white, and gold. So yes, everything is going to be blue. We're going to have us a good time. So yes, it is sold out. I wish I could say go on Eventbrite and get a ticket, but it's already sold out. So I love you guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all at 612. So y'all got y'all goal. And up top, I think y'all